everybody. Welcome to Joyce Farkas Fluid Art. Today I'm going to show you how I did those wonderful Christmas trees. For 4 of them I decided to do a ocean resin, and then 2 of them I did just a basic base coat with some white swipe over top of it. Right here, I'm showing you that I'm mixing up my resin, mixy, and I've sped it up here to not bore you with 3 minutes of mixing. In a second here, you see I put on my equipment there that I forgot to put on. So I thought, well, I'm going to be working with resin here for a few minutes, so I better be being safe. Here I'm getting ready to mix up my colors. I added some TLP Tail Feather, Wild Atlantic, Billabong, and Latte are my 4 colors for my beach resin. I added probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the pigment to these cups. I figured 1 small cup would cover 2 canvases. I have 4 in my resin tent that you're only going to get to see 2 of because I couldn't get all 4 in the focus there. So here I am laying down my darkest color. I spread it to each side and then down the side of each one, and then I add the next color. I'm a little sloppy, as you can see, but it doesn't really matter because it's all going to get covered up anyway. So the next color, that was Wild Atlantic. The next one is Billabong. And then finally I'm going to put down Latte for my beach. And I try to remember to do the sides as I come along. This doesn't have to be perfect, because the great big tree is going to go over most of it and cover it up anyway. But I think the less time you fool with it, the better they look. I'm going to put I mixed up a tiny little bit of white, which was High Tide Piggy Paste for my white. And then I'm going to use my hot gun here for blowing that High Tide paste out to make it look like water in waves. You're going to see me swipe across again and add a little bit more, because you want to be kind of generous with the white. It doesn't take a lot, but you want it to look natural. So there you go. So this is just a basic gray, it's actually a kind of a grayish blue color that I chose, that I thought would look like kind of a stormy, snowy color. And I'm just going to do a basic swipe with my white cell activator over the top, across the whole thing, and that's it. Stay tuned for the next step. Okay, everybody, just wanted to finish up this video with a little instruction on how I put these together. As you can see, I have one ready to go here. This one is a painted background with just a basic swipe over it. I thought maybe it might look like a little bit of snow, but I just wanted something more than just a plain background. And of course here, this is a ocean resin background that I did the other day. And another full color swipe on this one. These are just ground, or not ground, but pieces of shells. I got these at Michael's about, I don't know, 2 years ago, and they call them seashells. So that's what this particular one is. This one today I'm going to put together with this green. I got this off of Amazon the other day. It's just cut glass. Here's another one. The one I used for this one is, it came in a package from Michael's. Again, I bought these a couple years ago, but you can still get them. I know you can get them in the jars like this. I don't know if they're carrying the bags of color anymore. Let me show you a couple other things here. So these are my completed ones. They are all done, although I think I'm going to fix this one. It's got a meandering piece here, and it's a little light in here, and I think I want to put the glass across this part of the shell. It just looks kind of silly there having that hang out. But here's some more glass that I got. That's kind of a gold. This is the blue that I used on this one. Again, this came from Michael's a couple years ago, made by Ashland. Just calls it decorative filler, but it's a pretty blue. And then these are the other two colors that I got from Amazon with the one I'm going to use today. The one I'm using today is darker than this one. So I could have done an ombre. Maybe the next time I do these, I'll use the three colors together and do an ombre. This particular brand had where you could buy the three colors for one price. It's about, I would say, £1 a piece, or close to it. So, and as you can see, this one, this is the one I used for this one. And as you can see, the whole tree didn't use very much glass. I am going to use a little bit more of it to fill this in and then re-resin it. But it goes a long way. So anyway, so there you have it. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how I put a tree together. So let me get you up on the stand and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody. So this is really, really simple. So here's my stump I'm going to use. This is just a clamshell that was broken and probably lived in the ocean for many years and smoothed out nice. And it just makes an interesting looking stump. So we're going to use that for my stump. I have, I think they call them nubby starfish for my star at the top. I'm going to put that on last. So basically, very simple. You just put your glass down. Be generous, because I think it looks better when it's full. And then I just kind of mash it down a little bit, and then I start forming the tree. And you can use anything you want. Don't want to go too high. You gotta leave room for that starfish. And you can do any shape you want with that tree. But I like kind of a neat looking tree. A little bit more glass on this bottom. Looks like I used a good bit of that glass that time. Like I said, I'm going to redo that one tree a little bit and then re-resin it. Alright, That looks pretty good. Star up on top. I try to make sure it looks a little bit centered. If not, then it needs some adjustment. And adjustment is pretty simple. And there you have it. And I'll be back in a few minutes for the resin. Okay, everybody, I'm back. So it's really pretty simple. I've got a good bit of resin here. I'm going to try to drizzle it from the stick because this cup is so big. But you just want to drizzle right on top of the starfish. I noticed yesterday that the starfish kind of sucks up the resin, and that's okay. You just want to adhere it at this point. And then you just kind of go down your tree with generous amounts of resin. You don't want to pour it so quickly on there that it displaces the glass. And then I go down the edges just to make sure I'm getting everything. You want it to pour out in a way so that you can rub that out, which I'll show you here in a minute. It takes more resin than you think it's going to. It's a lot of stone or glass pieces in there to have to adhere. So that's why I say be generous. Because you have to pull this out to the edges, so you want enough resin to do that with. Yesterday, when I did the three yesterday, I was surprised at how much resin it took. So I actually had to mix up more. And you just pull it out to your edges. The table's turning on me here. And that is pretty much it. I did yesterday. You want to have enough there on the edge that you can pull down the side. Let me do that real quick. I want it to look neat, not drippy. Just like so. Here we'll do another one. Make sure that's in camera. Barely. Oh, maybe I'll. So this is the one I fixed where I added some stuff. So we really just kind of gotta go down the center here to reaffirm everything. And again, we'll have to pull it out to the edges. Loose in there. Just want to make sure I get everything. The last thing you want is to be loose and the glass come off. I think I'm going to be mixing some more resin again. It just takes a lot more than you think it's going to. Coat to my starfish there. And yes, you want to torch these. Just make sure they're even. Let me see if I can get one more done here. I have enough. See if I can get that in your view. Yep. Might be upside down, but this thing needs to stick up. I have to tell you, these are really, really fun and simple, easy to do. I think they'd make wonderful Christmas presents, and I'm hoping they make good sales. Got a craft show this weekend, and I'm going to have them in that. And I've got one more show that goes pretty much from November to December. It's an inside art show at my local arts council. That is a juried show that I was accepted in. So I'm going to make sure I have plenty of these for that show. And I might have enough here to do another one, at least partial. Something here to pull from. There we go. Some cases it's already running down. Something's going on with my lighting. I hope I'm not about to lose power. Don't want to do these in the dark. Right. There's that. Alright. They look good. Alright. I think I have enough to do this one. Let's hope. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get that in frame. There we go. I went back and added some more glass to this one because it just looked a little skimpy. I want it to look full, like a tree. I love this one with the little seashells on it. And I adore the blue glass. I just think that's so pretty. Do the shots top. Make sure I have plenty down on this. You've got plenty, it's going to ooze out the sides, which is fine because you want to pull it out to your sides anyway. So if you're not doing these, you definitely should. They are so fun. And very, very simple. there's the glass sticking out there. There we go, just push it back up. Give me some long edges to draw out. Maybe for a minute. See, they're so simple to do. Let's see if I have enough that I can drizzle down my sides here. Just makes it a little bit easier to. Okay, there they are. They're all resined. They'll sit here for 24 hours. Oops, I don't like the way that one looks. Get my stick. If you don't like something, just push it back in there. Actually, I need a little bit of just a couple pieces of that corner. I like the way that corner came out. That's better. Just make sure we got a little bit of resin for on top of that. It's looking good. All right, we just give them a torch. Oopsie. Hope I did him. Looks a little dry. Oh, I know why, because he's the redo from yesterday. We're just going to drizzle some. Where was he? No, he wasn't. I don't know if I got him or not. That's all right. This will give him enough of a coat. There. He's fine. All right. Continue with that. Let's see. I see him here. I have two dogs, which managed to get just enough hair on my stuff. If I got it, I think I broke it. Let's see it now. Might need a couple torches on the painted surface ones. The ones that already had a coat of resin, probably not. See when I didn't get the edges good. Put a glove back on and attempt to get these cleaned up. Check the edges here. After they're dry, not so much opportunity to get those edges down, unless you're going to redo your resin. I don't want to have to do that. All right, we are looking good. So that will give me 6 pieces for the show of these. Like I was saying, I don't know if I finished saying, the ones that I had pre-resined with the beach scene don't tend to bubble up as much. I don't know what it is, but you don't need to torch them as much. They just don't seem to bubble. But I may have to come back and these painted surface ones and touch those up. Anyway, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.